Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, and we are game one of day two of the tournament. We had a great day yesterday, winners, losers, and had a lot of fun, but it was a good day yesterday of baseball, and we've got another one here in store in Missoula. First out of the gate is the excuse me, Legrand Legends and Honda of Bellevue. And your starting lineups for this contest, we'll go ahead and start with Legrand Legends. Number 3, GT Blackman will be at second base. Number 2, John Gonzalez is going to be out at shortstop. Number 30, Aaron Goss is holding down first. Number 12, Logan Atkinson is in left field. Number 9, Brady Kincaid is at third. Number 11, Chris Bathke, he will be on the mound for the Legends to start out today. Number 16, Jace Legend is the designated hitter. Number 23, Isaac Zamora is behind the plate at the catcher position. Number 10, Cody Dubray is in center field. And number 31, Justin Comfort is in right field. For the Honda of Bellevue, number 11, Joey Wishart will lead off batting, and he'll play at right field. Number 5, Josh Davis, he is the designated hitter. Number 1, Braden Boyce, he is at third base. Number 4, Nate Gilbrick, he'll hold down second. Number 22, Jacob Bacon, he will hold down first. Batting sixth, number 21, Cody Bentley, he is the wall behind the plate at the catcher position. Number 10, Ryan Troutman, he is the shortstop. Number 13, Max Gardner is the center fielder. Number 24, Bryce Long is in left field, and on the mound is Josh Leonard. We're going to get right into the action here at Lindbergh Craig Field as GT Blackman, the second baseman, is in the box. Here is the first pitch. That one will skin the plate for strike one. Our officials today behind the plate is Nick Jonke, and Seth Kitchen is in the field for game one. Here's the pitch, and that one will be wide, and we'll have an even count at 1. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. And we'll bring up the I-score information here. Folks, you can follow along stat by stat. That one's going to be fouled off, and we should be at an even count now. And you can get the stats pitch by pitch. And that one's going to be a strikeout to lead things off here for Legrand. Number 2, John Gonzalez, the shortstop, will come to the plate now. But you can go to iScore. You can get the iScore stats and just simply go to MissoulaMavericks.net on their homepage on the right-hand side. And you can click on that link. Here's the first pitch. That one's going to be on the outside for ball 1. Here's the second pitch. That one will be swung on and missed, and it evens the count out at 1. But yeah, you go to MissoulaMavericks.net homepage, click on the link on the right-hand side for iScore. It'll take you to iScore, and then you just simply get the code it asks for at Missoula Mavericks Legion Baseball Facebook page, and then you can follow along. All the games here at Lindbergh Craig Field for the tournament are going to be right there on there. They've got a great crew that are taking care of stats here to make sure that you get these, and then you can follow along right here with us on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. This one's going to be hit on out into center field. Gardner will pick it off, and that will be out number 2. That'll bring us to number 30, Aaron Goss, the first baseman. Goss, left-handed batter, settles in. Day 1, not good for Legrand. They would go 0-2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Just outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. They would run into the Lewis and Clark Twins, which are one of the better teams that the Mavericks are going to face this year. And then right after that, and this one's going to be fouled down the third base line to even the count out at 1. And they'd run into the Mavericks, probably the two best teams at the tournament here. And they would fall in both those games. Game 1 would be 6-0 to Lewiston, and Game 2 would be 8-6 to the Mavericks. The Mavericks would actually get back into that game. Both teams getting out to a heavy start. Pitching changes early on last night. That one's in the dirt in front of the plate, and that'll be a 2-1 count now. But, yeah, that one with the Mavericks last night, both teams getting out to an early start. Pitching changes happening in the first couple of innings for both teams. Here's the pitch outside, and we've got a 3-1 count now. 2 outs, top of the first. Legrand and Honda on the field for Game 1. Mavericks would come back into that one late, and that pitch would strike, make it a full count at 3-2. Mavericks get into the game late. They were down for most of it. They get 4 runs in the early part, but Legrand would put 3 up in the first 2 innings back to back. This one's going to be hit out to the second baseman, picked up out of the dirt. The throw to first is there, and that will end the inning. So they will go the Legends will go 1, 2, 3, and we will have Honda up next, right after this 60-second timeout right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
State Farm is the proud Jersey logo sponsor.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFly Montana fishing. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcrate.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. I'll spit it out there. 2017 38th annual, and they had a special ceremony last night to dedicate both the press box and one of the seats here at Lindbergh Craig Field to one of the greats, Chris Walters Christian. He was the voice of the Mavericks, volunteered his time here at Lindbergh Craig Field doing Mav games for the PA, and from what I understand, I never got to meet the man, but everybody that talks about him, they talk about him very fondly. So very, very emotional last night as they dedicated both the press box and the seat. They'll do another dedication tonight. Each game is going to have, for the Mavs, is going to have a dedication for one of the fallen former Mavericks. We're going to get into the action here. Bottom of the first, tied up at 0. And first batter leading off for Honda is number 11, Joey Wishart, the right fielder. First pitch to Wishart is a ball. So Legrand goes 1, 2, 3. Now they're going to see defensively if they can do that. And on the mound is Chris Bathke. And we'll have a even count at 1 here for Wishart. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit out to the shortstop. He'll get it on the hop in the dirt. Throw to first is there in time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that will take us to the designated hitter, number 5, Josh Davis. Honda yesterday, they would get 1 game in, and they would fall in their first game. So they're 0-1 on the schedule, and they would fall to Gonzaga Prep 9-1. This is going to be hit out to left field. Getting back there with the snag as Atkinson for out number 2. And that'll take us to the third baseman, number 1, Braden Boyce. So Boyce will come up. Right-handed batter is Boyce. He played in the game yesterday. And here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. So both teams looking for their first win of the tournament. Here's pitch number 2. This one's going to be swung on and hit out into right center field. And the catch is there, and that will end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 goes Honda, and we stay tied at 0. We'll be back with the top of the first in just a moment here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com. Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Mavericks 38th Annual 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Lindbergh Craig Field. Day 2, Game 1. Had a great game yesterday. We had 4 winners on yesterday, and we would have 4 losers as well. Leading off for the Legends here, number 12, Logan Atkinson. He is in left field. This one's going to be inside. Well, let's bring up the stats here. And we will give the count out here. On the mound, Josh Leonard for Honda. This one will be outside, and we'll go to a 2-1 count. Legends settling in. This one will be hit short. First baseman's there for the catch, and that'll be out number 1. That will take us to the second baseman, number 4, Nate Gelbridge. He'll come to the plate. Right-handed batter.
9, Brody Kincaid.
Oh, wrong side of the sheet there. Brody Kincaid, number 9, the third baseman for the Legends. Game 2 today is going to be the Central Washington Spuds against Bellevue Honda. Spuds went 1-0 yesterday against Gonzaga Prep. And that pitch will be outside for ball 1. That one would be a pitcher's duel all the way through until about the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and we'll even the count out at 1. And then the Spuds would put a couple of runs up and then just hold Gonzaga Prep off of there. And I'll tell you what, the teams that are playing in this tournament, they do play very well. Don't be shied away by the scores here. This one's hit out to the shortstop. Throw to first is there in time, and that'll be out number 2. And that's going to take us to the designated hitter, number 16, Jace Leonard.
Designated hitter, J.C. Leonard.
So the Spuds and Honda playing after this one at 1 o'clock. And then Gonzaga Prep and the Twins will play at 4. All those games are going to be right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Here's the pitch. Swung off and fouled up over the ticket booth down the third base line here. Strike 1. 2 outs here. Top of the second. Pair of goose eggs on the scoreboard at the moment. And then the nightcap is going to be the Missoula Mavericks and the Lewis and Clark Twins. That one you can hear on the Gris Sports Network. This one's going to be fouled off, almost the same line as the first one. 7 o'clock game with the Mavericks and the Twins. That's going to be the third time that these two teams have played, the Twins and the Mavs, in, well, about 6 days. They would play each other in the Lewiston tournament last weekend on Saturday, and the Mavs would get a close win 5-4, and then the Twins and the Mavs would see each other in the championship game on the tournament, and the Twins would get that one 6-4. And we've got a high and outside pitch on the left-handed batter of Leonard, and we've got an even count at 2 with 2 outs here. Leonard versus Leonard right now. Josh Leonard of Honda with the pitch, and they'll make it a full count now at 3-2. So tonight's game, much anticipated, going to be very exciting. Probably the 2 top teams in the tournament here, and having them cap off and light off, especially after the meeting each other in Lewiston. They're going to go ahead and strike out the batter to end the inning, and we'll stay tied at 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the bottom of the second here on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Game 1 of Day 2. Legrand and Honda of Bellevue, and we're tied up at 0 at the bottom of the second here. Another good game of defensive baseball.
Logo around home plate, sponsored by Bob Wards and D.A. Davidson.
And coming to the plate to lead off the inning for Honda is number 4, the second baseman, Nate Gelbrick. So we got the right player now.
Second baseman, Nate Gelbrick.
He'll step in, right-handed batter. On the mound for Legrand is number 11, Chris Bathke. And here's the first pitch. That one's going to be low and outside for ball 1. Bathke settles, and now the pitch. That one's going to be low. Makes it a 2-0 count now. Gelbrick in on the game yesterday. Both teams trying to find their first win of the tournament. That one's low. It's 3-0. Honda down 0-1 on the tournament. Legrand 0-2. Honda's only given up 1 run. Or no, they have not given up a run. They have only scored 1 run. So they'll go ahead and walk the batter to lead off here.
First baseman,
And that'll take us to the first baseman, Jacob Bacon, number 22. Legrand. And Bacon looks down the line for a signal. First runner on base, Nate Gelbrick steps away. He's got a 1-step lead. Bathke will check him over his left shoulder. Here's the pitch. That one's going to skin the plate for strike 1. So a runner on for Honda. First runner on base of the game. He'll throw to first, and he'll dive back in and get back very easily, does Gelbrick. Bathke settles, checks the runner at first, who's got a one-step lead, and now the pitch. The runner's going to go ahead and go. The throw is there, but not in time. He'll get there standing up, and Honda works one around to second. Cody Bentley in the on deck for Honda. Bacon settles in. Bathke checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. This one's swung on down the first base line. Foul for strike one. Even count at one now. 1-2 is the count. Bacon settles back in. Gilbrick steps off a second, step and a half, works out to a two-step lead. This one swung on down the first base line, stays fair, rolls and kisses down the line all the way to the wall. Honda will have a runner come in. The batter gets around second, he's to third. The ball is infield, and he'll get a stand-up triple out of it with an RBI, and we have first blood as Honda takes a 1-0 lead here. That'll take us to number 21, Cody Bentley, the catcher. Ryan Troutman will be in the on deck. So no outs here. Honda with a 1-0 lead with a runner at third. Bentley settles in. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be swung on and fouled over the netting down the first base line for strike one. McKinley down the third base line. Third base coach. That one will be inside. And we'll even the count out at one. McKinley and Bacon having a conversation at third. Bacon steps off now. Bathke will watch him, and then the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Bacon's going to go ahead and come home, and Honda will take a 2-0 lead now. Zamora not able to bring that one in on the pitch, and it would bounce towards the Honda dugout down the third base line, and Bacon would trot home. 2-0 Honda. Bathke now ready for the pitch. 2-1 on the count. It's on its way. Outside. Makes it 3-1. Bentley will settle back in. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit straight up into the air. Second baseman says he's got it. Center fielder's going to come in from center field. And they're going to, nope, they're not going to be able to get it. It's going to drop, and the runner will get on. Three fielders there. Center fielder trying to come in and grab it, and he was not able to get it. And they'll have another man on base. That'll bring up number 10, Ryan Troutman, the shortstop, and Max Gardner will go to the on deck. So Honda up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second with a runner on and no outs. And now the first baseman, Goss, goes over and has a conversation with Bathke as the batter, Bentley, is taking care of his shoe there. We're settled back in now, and Troutman is ready for his first pitch. Bathke ready for the pitch. Bentley steps away from first. 1-step lead. Checks him over his left shoulder, and now the pitch. Runner goes. Swung on and missed. Runner will make it to second. And we have a strike on the board here. After the runner gets to second, he'll take a 1-step lead. Bunt down, picked up by Bathke. He'll wrangle it up. Throw to first is there for out number 1. But the damage is done as the runner makes it to third. That'll bring up number 13, Max Gardner, the center fielder.
Max Gardner.
Bryce Young will go to the on deck. So with one out now, Honda takes a 2-0 lead, and they've got a runner at third. Gardner ready for his first pitch. Bathke will check the runner at third, and now the pitch is on its way. Swung on and missed for strike one. Nick Johnke and Seth Kitchen. Johnke behind the plate, officiating for game one. Bathke settles on the mound now. Bentley steps away from third. That pitch will be inside. We'll even the count out at 1. Bathke stands tall. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down. Bathke will pick it up. Throw to first is there. The runner will hold at third, and we'll have 2 outs here at the bottom of the second with a 2-0 lead for Honda. That'll bring up number 24, Bryce Long, the left fielder. Josh Wishart will go to the on deck. So the left-handed batter steps in, bright orange bat. Bathke settles. Bentley steps away from third. Pitch is on its way. It will catch the outside of the plate for strike one. Game 2 coming up at 11, or at 1, I apologize. Central Washington Spuds and Bellevue Honda. That one's going to be fouled off. And we'll have an 0-2 count now. 2 outs. Honda with a 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch by Bathke. Swung on. This was going to float up down the third base line. It's going to be foul. Can the third baseman get it? And he can. And that will end the inning. So they'll hang one. They'll score 2. And they'll make it 2-0 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Missoula Maverick Baseball, the 38th Annual Memorial Tournament going on all weekend right here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton with the coverage for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We're in Game 1 of Day 2, and it is LeGrand Legends and Honda of Bellevue, and Honda is up 2-0 on the scoreboard going into the third here. Leading off for the Legends is number 23, Isaac Zamora, the catcher. There's the throw to second to indicate the start of the inning. And Zamora will make his way to the plate.
Yes, Dan Alisco sponsors today's
Nick Johnke cleans home plate off, gets us ready for the inning.
Leading off the top of the third, Isaac Zamora.
Zamora settles in now. And here's the pitch by Leonard. This one will be hit down the first base line. First baseman struggles to get it, can't get it. Throw to first is there in time for the out as Leonard comes in and gets the bag. That'll take us to the center fielder, number 10, Cody Dubray.
Center fielder, Cody Dubray.
One out here. Honda trying to defend their 2-0 lead now First pitch catches the inside of the plate for strike one. Now the pitch by Leonard. That one's going to be fouled down to the first base line into the bullpen of Legrand. Leonard now takes a deep breath, nods at the pitch, and now it's on its way. This one will be hit down at the third base line. This one will stay fair as it rolls down the line, kisses the wall. DeBray is around second. He'll hold there. That was a great hit down the third base line. It kissed the line all the way down and would roll into the corner. And Legrand has their first runner on base.
Right fielder, Justin Comfort.
And that'll take us to the right fielder, number 31, Justin Comfort. Comfort, a right-handed batter, settles in. G.T. Blackman in the on-deck for the Legends. Leonard will check the runner at second, and then the pitch outside. Ball one. So one out here, a runner at second. The Legends trying to get back into it. Both teams looking for their first win of the tournament. Leonard checks the runner at second, step and a half lead out there. Now the pitch. That one will go inside on the right-handed batter. Evens the count out at 1. 2-0 is the count. Here's the pitch. That one will go inside, and we'll have strike one. Runner steps away from second, step and a half, 2-step lead now. Leonard waiting for the pitch, now he's got it. Takes a breath, checks the runner over his right shoulder, and now the pitch is on its way. Swung on and missed. Settling back in is Comfort. Didn't see Comfort play yesterday in either game. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and they say he went all the way, so it is a strikeout. And that'll be out number 2. That'll swing us to the top of the batting order
Second baseman,
for number 3, G.T. Blackman. Blackman settles in, right-handed batter. DeBray steps away from second, 2-step lead. Leonard will check him out there. Now the pitch. Swung on, foul over the first baseline dugout for strike one. Blackman struck out his first opportunity at bat. He'll settle in. Runner steps away from second. Leonard checks him now. Pitch is on its way. That one's across the shins. And we'll have an even count at 1 now. Jockey settles behind the plate. Little comment to the catcher before he settles. Leonard now checks the runner at second, who's got a 2-step lead out there. He'll check him again, and now the pitch. This one swung on down the third base line, past the third baseman. They signal for the runner at second to come home. The left fielder not able to field it. It continues to roll down the third base line. And Honda will have their first run of the game on the board. It's 2-1. Or actually, Legrand has their first run on the board. Honda leads 2-1 now. 2 outs and a runner at second. That'll take us to number 2, John Gonzalez, and Aaron Goss goes into the on-deck. Bentley will pick his mask up out of the halo and sets back up behind the plate. Gonzalez now settled in. Right-handed batter is Gonzalez. Blackman steps away from second. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Gonzalez 0 for 1. Honda getting their first run of the game. Legrand getting their first run of the game on the board here. down 2-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, but it catches the plate. Evens the count out at 1 now. Honda trying to get 500 here as they lost one yesterday. This one's going to be hit past the pitcher, picked up by the second baseman. The throw to first is there, and that will end the inning. So LeGrand will get their first score, but they'll hang one on, and it will be 2-1. We'll have the bottom of the third in just a moment here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Coverage of the Maverick Memorial Tournament. That's right, 38th annual, and they do a great job here with the Memorial Tournament, and they honor players that are no longer with us. Had a great ceremony last night as they dedicated the press box to the former voice of the Mavericks, Chris Walters-Kirschken, and they dedicated a seat to him as well. Beloved gentleman here for the Mavericks, longtime volunteer, passed away earlier this year. Here's the first pitch of the inning by Bathke, and it will be a strike to Josh Wishart, who is the leadoff batter. The 1-2-3 batters set to go here in the inning. Here's the pitch by Bathke. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter of Wishart. And we'll have an 0-2 count here real quickly by Bathke. Wishart ground out in his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch by Bathke. Swung on. This one's going to go right in between the players at shortstop and second. Rolls out into center field, and Wishart will be on base. That'll take us to number 5, Josh Davis. Davis will come to the plate.
Designated hitter number 5, Josh Davis.
Davis had a good play yesterday. Now the first baseman will come in, and Bathke and the catcher, Zamora, will have a brief conversation. And it will end abruptly. Back out. And Zamora behind the plate, set to go. Davis settles in, waiting for his first pitch. Wishart steps away from first. Now he'll come back, and now he settles back. One-step lead out there at first for Wishart. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the inside of the plate on the right-handed batter of Davis. Davis 0 for 1 on the day. Coach Williams down the third base line, calling in the plays. Now he settles in the pitch. That one's low, outside, and we'll even the count out at 1 here. Davis looks down the third base line. Williams with the call. Bathke checks the runner at first over his shoulder, and now the pitch. Runner's going to go. It's going to be fouled down the third base line right into the hands of Coach Williams. He'll stuff the ball in his back pocket. He wanted to get it back to the umpire, but umpire was not paying attention. So now he'll call the sign. Even a 1-2 count here for the leadoff batter in the inning, or the second batter in the inning. Wishart steps away from first with a one-step lead. Bathke steps off the mound. Legrand's dugout, very vocal, encouraging. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit out past the third baseman. It'll bounce at the fringe, picked up by the left fielder, and they'll have runners at first and second with no outs. That'll bring up number 1, Braden Boyes.
Third baseman, Braden Boyes.
Boyce looks down the third base line. Actually got to talk to Coach Williams on Wednesday night. They were in town, had a practice here at one of the Little League fields. And now the runners step away from first and second. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt off the toe of the catcher. Williams with the signal. No outs here. Runners at first and second. Wishart at second. Davis at first. Spud's enjoying, the Bellevue Honda enjoying a 2-1 lead. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down. It's going to be fouled back towards the netting. And we'll have strike 1. Nate Gilbrich in the on deck. He'll come down and get the ball from behind the plate. Even count at 1, no outs. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch by Bathke. That one will be inside for ball 2. Gorgeous day here in Missoula at Lindbergh Craig Field. Couldn't imagine a more beautiful place to watch Legion baseball. We've got a equestrian park. That one's going to be hit out into left field. Left fielder's back for it, and he's got the catch. Runners will hold at first and second, and that'll be out number 1. We've got a gorgeous equestrian park right behind the field here. Great view into the equestrian park. Leads right into Blue Mountain. Gorgeous recreation area here in Missoula. And then the Lolo Peak Range with some snow on top in the background. And I think I see a cloud or two in the sky, but the sun's out. Gorgeous, a slight breeze. Beautiful day here at Lindbergh Craig Field in Missoula. Coming to the plate now is number 4, Nate Gilbrich, and Jacob Bacon goes to the on deck. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be inside for ball 1. Wishart at second, Davis at first. 1 out. Bathke will check Wishart at second as he steps away to a step-and-a-half lead. Now the pitch. Outside. Makes it 2-0 on the count. Bathke settles. Runners step away from their bases. Here's the pitch. In the dirt outside, 3-0. Gilbrich looks down the third base line. Coach Williams with a quick signal. Runners step away from their bases, and Bathke is now ready for the pitch. Now he's got one that catches the plate. We've got a 3-1 count. Outside on the right-handed batter. Gilbrich, his first opportunity at bat, he was hit by a pitch. Runners step away, and the pitch is on its way. This one's going to go down the first base line. Is it going to stay fair? It is, and it bounces right at the line. Runners will come around first and second, and we'll have loaded bases for Honda with 1 out here. With number 22, Jacob Bacon, stepping into the box. Cody Bentley goes to the on deck. The first baseman for the Legends, Aaron Goss, with some instructions to the right fielder. Want him to play a little bit closer to the line. So the right-handed batter of Bacon steps in. Loaded bases, 1 out. Here's the first pitch. Left-handed batter outside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it 2-0 on the count. Honda will take on the Spuds in game 2 at 1 o'clock. This one's going to be fouled off up over the dugout down the third base line. Lands on the grass right back there behind it. So a 2-1 count now for the first baseman. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, and we'll even the count out at 2. 1 out here, loaded bases for Honda. They are sitting on a 2-1 lead, trying to stretch it out. They've got their pitch on the way. That one's outside, check swing, but he didn't go all the way. Honda's been able to get their 2 runs off of 5 hits, and they are the only team to commit an error so far today. Here's the pitch by Bathke. Inside, load the bases, walk the player, and now Honda takes a 3-0 lead. A Wisher comes home. That takes us to the catcher number 21, Cody Bentley, and Ryan Troutman will go into the on deck. So with loaded bases and 1 out here in the bottom of the third, Honda takes a 3-1 lead. Bathke now with the pitch. This is going to be fouled down the first base line. Neither the first baseman or the right fielder can get to it, and it'll be strike 1. And Bentley settles back in, singled his first opportunity at bat. Umpire points towards the pitcher. He nods at the call, and now the pitch. This one will be hit over the third baseman's head, down the third base line. They bring both the runners at second and third home, and the runners at first and second. And now Honda takes a 5-1 lead over LeGrand. Zamora on his way to the mound. Number 10, Ryan Troutman coming to the plate, and Max Gardner going to the on deck. No action in the LeGrand bullpen as of yet.
Shortstop, Ryan Troutman.
So Troutman steps in. Runners at first and second now with 1 out for Honda. Bathke ready for the pitch. Checks the runner at second, who's got a heavy 2-step lead out there. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go down the third base line. Will it stay fair? No, and it's just out of the reach of the left fielder there. It'll be strike 1. Lots of encouragement coming out of the Honda dugout now. Boys up early for game 1, and they are ready to go. Bathke now checks the runner at second. 2-step lead out there for Bacon. Here's the pitch. That one will be low, and we'll even the count out at 1. Bentley settles back in. Runners step away from the bases. Bacon with a 2-step lead. He's going to go. Both runners are going to go ahead and go. The pitch is wild. Zamora gets it, and we've got runners at second and third now with 1 out for Honda. The Legends need to find a way to shut things down here, as Honda's been able to capitalize. Bathke now ready for the pitch. This one's going to be swung on and fouled off of the helmet of Zamora. He'll go ahead and take the new ball out to Bathke. Even count at 2. Zamora back to the plate. Troutman sets back in as Zamora settles behind the plate. Runners at second and third step away from the bases, and now they call time, and everybody settles back in. Runners now step away from the base as Troutman goes in the box. Bathke's ready for the pitch, and it's on its way. That one's in the dirt in front of the plate, and we'll have a full count at 3-2. We'll see at a full count if Bathke can shut this down. Troutman, sack bunt, his first opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit up over the shortstop's head. Runners will come around from second and third. Troutman will make it out as it rolls deep into left field. Troutman will have a stand-up double, and they'll add two more as it is 7-1 Honda now. And that will bring number 10, or no, number 13, Max Gardner, and Bryce Long will go to the on deck. Didn't mark down my batter in the last one there, and that's why I was a batter behind. But Max Gardner's in now, and now we're going to have Legends coach come out and have a conversation on the mound. Folks, it's summertime, but it's never a bad time for a clearance sale. The Lacrosse and Hockey Wolf store is having a blowout sale the 7th through the 10th of July. Discounts on both hockey and lacrosse gear all the way through. You're going to have hot dogs and Gatorades and everything for everybody. Stop into the Lacrosse and Hockey Wolf store on the 7th through the 10th. Check out what they've got going on for their sale, and when you do, tell them thanks for supporting high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Now we have the meeting break up before John Key can get out there. And now we're ready for the batter. Max Gardner. He's going to settle in. No action in the bullpen yet. We'll see what happens after this conversation. Blackman with a runner at second. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go to third. That's down the line. The throw is there, but he's not able to wrangle it in. And Troutman is safe. Kincaid couldn't wrangle it in there. And watching the action down the third base line there, or second base line there, folks, I did not see what the pitch was. Even count at 1. All right. So a runner at third, one out here. Here's the pitch. Inside across the elbows. Makes it a 2-1 count. Honda has been able to pour on 5 runs here in the third. They lead 7-1. Here's the pitch. That one's low. Makes it 3-1 on the count now. Settles in. And here's the pitch. Outside, they walk the batter. Ball is loose, and runner's going to come home. And now Honda takes an 8-1 lead. So the throw out to the pitcher gets loose. It rolls out towards second base. The runner capitalizes. And now it's 8-1 Honda. That'll bring up the bottom of the batting order for Honda, with number 24, Bryce Long, coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. That one will be hit out to the second fielder. He'll tag. The throw to first not there in time, and there's 2 down. And we'll swing to the top of the batting order with Josh Wishart, number 11, coming to the plate. So Wishart will settle in. 2 outs here. An 8-1 lead for Honda. Pitch is outside by Bathke. Bathke settles in. Long Long steps away from first. This one's fouled back into the netting at us. We'll have an even count at 1. Bathke checks the runner at first. Now the pitch. That one's low. Makes it 2-1 on the count. Swung on the first one, so... or fouled off the first one. They'll throw to first. Player is back in time. Wishart settles back in. Bathke with the pitch. This one's low. Three-1 on the count. Runner's going to go. They throw to second. The pickoff, is it there? It is, so they'll end the inning. So they'll get 6 on the inning to take an 8-1 lead here in the third. We'll be back here in 60 seconds with the fourth.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Prep Sports Heroes. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is...
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament, the 38th Annual Memorial Tournament, Game 1 of Day 2, and the Bellevue Honda with a heavy lead here going into the fourth, 8-1 over LeGrand Legends. And LeGrand, they've matched their runs yesterday as they only put 1 run up. No, LeGrand put 8 up yesterday. It was Honda who only put 1 up yesterday. I've got them marked right down next to each other, and I was looking crossed there. So the leadoff batter here, now he's going to take the pitch right out of the gate. Aaron Goss, the 3-4-5 batters set to go in this inning. And that'll bring up number 12, Logan Atkinson, after the hit by pitch. So Honda spots the Legends a runner on base to lead things off here in the fourth. Here's the pitch by Leonard. It will be low for ball 1. Leonard now settles, and the pitch swung on. That one's going to be foul, and it'll even the count out at 1. Atkinson 0 for 1 on the day. He'll check the grip on his gloves and settle back into the box. Brody Kincaid in the on deck. This one will be hit into right field. Right fielder's there. He's got it, and that'll be out number 1. The runner will hold at first.
That'll bring to the plate third baseman Brody Kincaid.
So Brody Kincaid will come to the plate, and the designated hitter, Leonard, will go to the on deck. Honda's pitcher, Leonard, settles now, and the pitch is on the way. That one's high and inside. Goss at first, steps away, one-step lead. Leonard waits for the pitch. Settles on the mound now, checks the runner over his left shoulder, and the pitch is on its way. They'll throw down the first base line, and Goss will get back in the nick of time. Kincaid settles in. Leonard now ready for the pitch, and it's on its way. This one's going to be hit straight up in the air down the first base line. First baseman tracking it in the sun, and he's got it. That'll be out number 2. That'll bring up number 16, J.C. Leonard, and Isaac Zamora will go to the on-deck circle. Leonard settles in, left-handed batter, struck out his first opportunity at bat. First pitch to him is outside, strike 1. So Leonard versus Leonard. 2 outs, a runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Reaching for it. Golf swing. That one's going to go into left field, and they've got it. And that will end the inning. So they'll hang one, but not be able to do anything with it. It will go to the bottom of the 4th with a 8-1 lead for Honda. We'll be back in just 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Game 1, Day 2, Honda and LeGrand. Looks like we have some changes. Got a new pitcher for LeGrand. We'll get a number on that to see who is pitching. Right-handed or left-handed pitcher for LeGrand. So 24. They say 24 in for the pitcher, but can't tell what the number is. Pitcher's number is 10. Thank you, sir. So Dubray on the mound.
For LeGrand, number 10, Cody Dubray.
And Bathke is done for the day.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th for
And
Bellevue.
our leadoff batter for Honda
Right fielder,
is
Joey Wishart.
number 5. Here's the pitch. Wishart, leadoff batter. He'll hit that one into center field, and it'll be capped off very quickly. By the center fielder.
The
hitter will come in now, Josh Davis, with 1 out. Honda leading 8-1. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. We'll start off with a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one's high. We'll go quickly to a 2-0 count. So Dubray sliding in from center field and going to the mound. And we have our first strike on Davis, and it goes to a 2-1 count with 1 out here. Honda will line up and play the Washington Spuds right after this one. This one's hit out to shortstop. Shortstop will come up, get it on the bounce. The throw to first is there in time, and we'll have out number 2. Great job by Gonzalez to get that one come up and get that one out of the dirt. That'll bring up Braden Boyce for Honda. Boyce 0 for 2 on the day. He'll settle in, right-handed batter with 2 outs here. Honda leading 8-1 on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be inside. Looks like it almost got him in the ankle, but Boyce was able to get his foot out of the way, and it'll be ball 1. Here's the pitch. This one will be swung on. It'll bounce in front of the plate, and they call foul. Even count at 1 now. So some changes here, trying to track down the changes. Got a new catcher in as well. That one's going to be hit foul, and we'll move to a 1-2 count here. So Dubray trying to shut it down. Here's the pitch. And they'll slide across the plate, and they'll end the inning with a K. So Honda goes 1, 2, 3, and we'll have the top of the 5th here in 60 seconds on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David, Dietrich, and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have coverage of the 38th annual Maverick Memorial Tournament all weekend long. Game 1 of day 2, Bellevue Honda up 8-1 over LeGrand, and here at the top of the 5th inning, LeGrand will lead off with number 18.
Why not head to Paradise Falls after the game? Paradise Falls is the official fan headquarters of Maverick baseball.
Number 18 will come to the plate. And let me dig into my book here.
Catcher, Isaac Zamora.
Isaac Zamora. All right, we had him down. I had him down as 23 out of the book, but he is number 18. So I apologize for the confusion there. Here's the pitch. This one's going to fly out into right field, tracking it down and getting the catch. And the first baseman, number 22, will go to the ground. Jacob Bacon, and he's holding his ankle. Is he tying his shoe? Can't tell. His back's to me right now. think he might be tying his shoe. That's
The
who was
pitcher,
out tying his
Cody
shoe
Dubray.
in the last one. Wardrobe malfunction, as they call it. And now Dubray will come to the plate. First pitch to Dubray. Second one will be hit on out into left field and caught for out number 2. So quickly, 2 outs here for the Legends, and number 28 will come in. Kendrick Johnson. Here's the pitch. And we'll catch the outside of the plate for Johnson. This was going to be hit down the first base line. First baseman says he's got it, and he does, and that will end the inning. So LeGrand goes 1, 2, 3, and it will be the bottom of the 5th with the Honda of Bellevue with a 8-1 lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of Missoula Mavericks Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here with the coverage at Lindbergh Craig Field. The 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled here in the inning for Honda of Bellevue. They lead 8-1 on the scoreboard. And leading things off, number 4, Nate Gelbrick.
Nate Gelbrick.
Gelbrick will settle in. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. That was going to be fouled off. Jacob Bacon is in the on deck. And first one's fouled off for strike 1. On the mound now for the Legends is Zamora. That one's going to be fouled off as well for strike 2. And I believe we've got, nope, that's a Maverick player coming in. I was going to say, I think we've got the Spuds coming in, but that's one of the Mavericks. That one's going to be hit out to center field, and that will be out number 1. That'll bring us number 22, Jacob Bacon, and Cody Bentley will go to the on deck.
Bacon.
The Maverick players for the tournament, they take care of the field between the innings. And I'll tell you what, these guys take a lot of pride in this field at Lindbergh Craig. Here's the pitch. The left-handed batter is going to have a strike on the outside of the plate. These guys have, the Maverick players have a ton of pride when it comes to this field. Some of the parents said that players almost prefer to come and work on the field than clean their room. That's the kind of pride they have here. So second pitch is high for Bacon, evens the count out at 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. A lot of heat on that swing. I think he was going for the yard. Bacon settles back in. Here's the pitch. We'll even the count out at 2 with that one. Tune back in at 1 o'clock, folks, as we will have Central Washington Spuds versus this Bellevue Honda team. Both Bellevue and LeGrand looking for their first win of the tournament. This one's going to be hit out. It's going to hop underneath the shortstop, roll out into center left field, and he'll slide into second with the double. That'll bring us to Cody Bentley with Ryan Troutman going to the on deck.
Catcher Cody Bentley.
So Bentley will settle in. Bacon with a double and a triple on the day. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit deep into foul territory down the third base line. Strike one for Bentley. Bacon at second, steps away. Step and a half lead out there. Now the pitch by Dubray. This one's going to be in the dirt, and we'll even the count out at 1. Bentley settles back into the box. Right-handed batter is Bentley. Pair of singles for him on the day. This one's going to be hit down the line the same way the first one came off, into the corner, down the third base line. 1-2 count now. And it looks like Zamora and Dubray are going to have a brief conversation. 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. Honda leads the Legends 8-1. They've been able to get their 8 runs off of 8 hits. They've only committed a single error. Dubray ready for the pitch. Bacon steps away from second. Pitch is on its way. Even count now at 2. 1 out, runner at second. In Bacon, he steps away, step and a half lead. Dubray with the pitch. This one's going to be swung on, out into center field. Center fielder is back there, and he's got it. They'll throw to third, but the runner's going to get there just ahead of the ball. And with 2 outs, Honda's got a runner at third. That'll take us to number 10, Ryan Troutman.
Shortstop,
and Max Gardner
Ryan
will go to
Troutman.
the on deck. So Troutman settles in, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch by Dubray. That one's going to be low. Ball 1. Troutman singled his last opportunity at bat. Here's the pitch. That one's inside. And we're quickly at a 2-0 count. Dubray settles in, and now the pitch. That one's high, and we're at 3-0. Legends settle. They're trying to defend and get back where they can get into this one. They're down 8-1. Here's the pitch. And they'll go ahead and walk the batters. So Honda will have runners on the corners with Max Gardner coming to the plate.
Center fielder Max Gardner.
And Bryce Young in the on deck. So Gardner comes to the plate, looks down the third base line. No call from Williams, so he'll settle in to the box. Runners at first and third. Troutman at first steps away with a 1-step lead. Bacon at third. First pitch is inside on the right-handed batter. Dubray now with the pitch. Runner's going to go to second. The throw is not going to, he's not going to throw. They throw it down the third base line, but the runner gets back in time. So runners at second and third now for Honda. A 2-0 count with 2 outs. for Gardner. Here's the pitch. Outside, makes it 3-0. Dubray gets behind quickly here on Gardner. Gonna have to battle his way back in. And here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate for strike one on Gardner. Gardner walked his last opportunity at bat. He'll settle in. Runners step away from their bases. Here's the pitch. And they'll walk the batter to load the bases with 2 outs here. That'll take us to the bottom of the batting order for Honda, with Bryce Long coming to the plate and Joey Wishart going to the on deck.
Long.
Long settles in. Now the pitch by Dubray. That one's outside. Legends already have allowed, and now we do have the Spuds on their way in the building. The Legends have allowed a couple of runs off of walks, loading bases. That one's going to be outside on the left-handed batter. And we are quickly, I believe, at a 2-0 count. I might be ahead. And now we're going to have a conversation on the mound here with Zamora and the coach. Folks, if you're looking to get your printing needs done, you got some printing you need done, maybe some booklets or a banner made, well, stop in and see our friends down at Mike's Print and Copy. Mike's Print and Copy, locally owned, formerly of Denny's Copy Stop. Nice friendly faces and some great help down there at Mike's Print and Copy. Stop in at Mike's Print and Copy on Russell Street and have them take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy. John Key will make his way out to the mound to break up the party on the mound. Zamora will make his way back now, as does Coach. Runners head back to their bases. Zamora settles back in behind the plate, and Long settles back into the box. So with a 2-0 count here, with a loaded bases, here's the pitch. That one's going to be high and inside, or outside, I apologize. And we're at 3-0. Dubray with the pitch now. That one will catch the plate, and Long facing his first strike. Three-1 on the count now. 2 outs, loaded bases. Here's Dubray with the pitch. This one's going to be hit foul down the third base line, and it will hop just short of the left fielder. And we go to a full count now at 3-2. So Long settles back in, left-handed batter, 0 for 2 on the day. Dubray now ready for the pitch. Swung on and missed, and he'll strike out the batter to end the inning. So they'll load the bases, leave him hanging, and strike out the batter. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
And 3 runners left on base.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We're in the top of the 6th inning here. Honda of Bellevue leads LeGrand 8-1 here. And leading off for LeGrand is their leadoff batter, number 3, G.T. Blackman. Blackman 1 for 2, singled his last opportunity at bat. So Blackman settles in, and here's the first pitch by Leonard. This was going to be swung on down the first baseline foul. Can the first baseman get there? He cannot. It'll be strike one. He's there, but he can't get the ball in the glove, I should say. So down 8-1, Legends trying to eat away at that lead. They've got to do it here and in the 7th. All tournament games are scheduled for 7. Leonard now on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go high, just over the fringe at second base, and that'll be out number 1. Leonard's got 59 pitches. 38 of those have been strikes. He's allowed 1 run off of 2 hits, and he struck out 3 batters. So Josh Legend of Honda pitching a good game here. And that'll take us to number 2, John Gonzalez. First pitch to Gonzalez is hit on. Out past the shortstop. He'll glove it at second. The throw to first is there in time for out number 2. What a play by the shortstop, Ryan Troutman. He tracked that one down, gloved it in the dirt, and got the throw there just in time. That'll bring us to Aaron Goss with Logan Atkinson going to the on deck for the Legends. Leonard with the first pitch. That one's high and outside on Goss. Goss 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, last opportunity at bat. Leonard now with pitch number 2. He'll swing on that one. It'll bounce down the first baseline to the first baseman. It'll be a race to the bag, and he'll get him out. So 1, 2, 3, go to the Legends. We'll have the bottom of the 6th here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament 2017. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field for all of your coverage all weekend long. Bottom of the 6th inning here, and the Honda out of Bellevue leads the Legends 8-1. Leading off for Honda is their leadoff batter, Joey Wishart. Change on the field for the Legends. Number 13, Isaac Chamberlain comes in for LeGrand. First pitch to the right-handed batter of Wishart is inside. This one will be fouled off. And we'll even the count out at 1 here. So if things stay as they are, Honda will pick up their first win of the tournament. This one will be swung on, bounces to the shortstop, picked up, thrown to first. It's there in time for out number 1. And the Legends will fall to 0-3 on the weekend.
Number 5, Josh Davis.
That'll bring us to Josh Davis with 1 out here. 8-1 Honda. They've been able to get their 8 runs off of 8 hits. Here's the pitch by Dubray. This one will be hit out into the glove directly of the second baseman for out number 2. That one came off the bat in a line right to the second baseman's glove. That'll take us to Braden Boyce for Honda. He'll settle in. Boyce, right-handed batter. He'll hit this one down the first base line, over the first baseman's head, into right field, and Boyce will get on. This will give us Nate Gilbrick, the second baseman for Honda. So with 2 outs, a runner at first, trying to add on their lead. Runner's going to go. Ball will be fouled off down the first base line. And we'll lead off with a strike here for Gilbrick. 2 outs here, bottom of 6, scheduled for 7. So the Legends trying to hold off Honda and see if they can put some runs up in the next half inning. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Dubray settles. Now the pitch. In the dirt. And we even the count out at 1. Boyce steps away from first. Step lead. Here's the pitch by Dubray. Runner's going to go. Throw to second. On target, but not in time. And the runner will get there. Batter looks down the line towards Coach Williams for the call, and Coach Williams puts his hands in there like, what do you want? So the batter steps into the box. Here's the pitch. Outside. And we'll go to a 3-1. They're going to go ahead and walk to the batter. I was behind on the count there. So runners at first and second for Honda now with 2 outs. And that'll take us to Jacob Bacon. Bacon with a triple and a double. He was walked his second opportunity at bat. Let's see if he can bring in the single here. And here's the pitch by Dubray. This one's going to be hit straight up into the air down the third base line. Third baseman thinks he can get it, but it's going to land right over the netting next to the dugout on the third base line. It'll be strike 1. Tune back in at 1 o'clock, folks, for the second game as Honda will play the Washington Spuds. Spuds 1-0 on the weekend. Here's the pitch. Outside. Have to talk to Coach Hathaway about how whether it's better to have the double header or have the single game. Here's the pitch. Mavs will play a double header tomorrow. 4 and 7 are their games, but it'd be great to hear Coach Hathaway's thoughts on that, and I would relay that to you guys. Runners step away from their bases with 2 outs here. 2-1 count. This one's going to be reached for and hit foul towards the ticket booth. Even count at 2 now. 2 outs. Runners at first and second step away from their bases. Here's the pitch. Outside, and we'll move to a full count at 3-2. Cody Bentley will hover in the on deck. Mavs players all over the place here, taking care of things. This one's going to be hit straight up in the air towards second base. The center fielder is going to get on his bike and ride. Can he get it? He cannot. It's going to bounce and roll out there. The runner will come home from first, and it's now 9-1. And that is going to end the game with the 8-1 rule. So Honda will go to 1-1, and Legrand will go to 0-3. We will step aside and come back at 1 o'clock for the Spuds and Honda right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Have a great afternoon.